नमस्कार दोस्तों. So today we are going to revise equilibrium chapter. For that we are taking into consideration GSET questions. Okay. So first question is from GSET 2002, an aqueous solution of HCl of pH 4. Now as pH of the solution is 4, so pH is minus log of H plus ions, that is equal to 4. That implies log of H plus ion is equal to minus 4, and from that H plus concentration is 10 raised to power minus 4 molar. So H plus concentration we have 10 raised to power minus 4 molar. Now it is diluted 10,000 times. Now if we dilute it 10,000 times, then what is the pH of the solution? Okay, so M1 V1 equal to M2 V2. M1 is 10 raised to power minus 4. V1 is 1. It is now diluted to 10,000 times. So now it is 10,000. Okay, if it is A, it is 10,000 A, like that. Okay, because it is diluted 10,000 times, so I write it 1 and it is 1000. Okay, or it is V, then it is 10,000 V. So V cancel. So in this way M2 comes out to be 10 raised to power minus 4 over 1000, means 10,000, sorry. So M2 is 10 raised to power minus 8. That means H plus concentration after dilution is 10 raised to power minus 8 molar. So from here, if we take it as H plus ion concentration, so pH comes out to be 8. There is an option 8, but it's not true. Keep in mind, it is very important thing. You are diluting HCl. If you dilute HCl, solution remains acidic, so pH should be less than 7, very close to 7, because it is very dilute. So to calculate, let's do next part. This is first part, that we get H plus 10 raised to power minus 8 molar. Now total H plus ion in the solution, 10 raised to power minus 8 from acid and 10 raised to power minus 7 from water. We cannot neglect water here. पानी का H plus ion कितना होता है? pH 7 होता है, तो H plus कितने होंगे? 10 raised to power minus 7. We cannot neglect it. Okay, because contribution of H plus ion from acid is less than water. That's why we should add. Okay, so in this way we get 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 7 plus 1 into 10 raised to power minus 7, means it is 1.1 into 10 raised to power minus 7. So pH is negative log of H plus ion, so minus log of 1.1 into 10 raised to power minus 7. So it is minus log of 1.1 minus log of 10 raised to power minus 7, means minus log of 1.1 minus 7 minus 1 plus 7 log 10, that is 1. So pH is 7 minus log 1.1, right? So its value is very less, right? Its value is actually 0.04 around. Okay, so it comes out to be 6.96. So pH of the solution is around about 6.9, very close to 7 but slightly less than 7. Got it? Okay, so this is the first question. Now come to the second one. Sorry, equation is H2 plus I2 to give 2HI. Now equilibrium constant of the reaction is 50. Okay, means Kc for the reaction is 50. Now the volume of the container is doubled. If we double the volume, then concentration is halved. Concentration is halved. So see, H2 concentration becomes H2 over 2. I2 concentration, because volume is doubled, so concentration is halved. Initial I2 concentration over 2. HI concentration initial over 2. H2, I2, HI are concentration initial. Okay, and when it is doubled, then it is H dash, I2 dash and HI dash. Say, I am doing this part to satisfy you, otherwise it remain the same, because on changing the volume, on changing anything except temperature, equilibrium constant remains same. Keep in mind, if we change the concentration, we change the volume, we change the pressure, but temperature is same, then equilibrium constant remains same. But just to satisfy you, I will doing it. See, so Kc dash equal to H2 dash I2 dash over HI dash, and this Kc is HI square over H2 over I2, right? That is Kc dash is HI dash over H2 I2 dash, right? So it becomes HI by 2 whole square, H2 by 2, I2 by 2. So Kc dash equal to HI square over H2 I2, 2 to the 4, 2 to cancel, that means Kc dash is equal to Kc. Got it? So this is the second question. It is simple. Now there is no need to do all this. Just keep in mind, as volume is changed but temperature remains same, so equilibrium constant for a particular reaction is constant at constant temperature. That's it, right? So note it. Okay, so next question is, in the case of equilibrium, PCl5 to PCl3 plus Cl2, all are gases. Okay, what is the relation between Kp and Kc? So you know Kp is equal to Kc RT raised to power delta Mg. Keep in mind, delta Mg is change in gaseous moles. Okay, this is equilibrium constant in terms of pressure, equilibrium constant in terms of concentration, R is gas constant, T is temperature in Kelvin. Delta Mg is change in gaseous moles. So now see, gaseous moles change is gaseous moles of product minus gaseous moles of reactant. Now product gaseous moles are 2 and reactant 1. So it is 1. That implies Kp is equal to Kc RT raised to power 1. So which option is correct? Simple. It is option D, right? So this is question from GSET 2 January. Okay. Okay. Now at 90 degree, what is the pH of water? Now everyone knows that pH of water is 7, but pH is equal to 7 at 25 degrees Celsius, right? Now when we increase the temperature, keep in mind ionic product decreases, right? Ionic product increases. Okay, because you know ionic product is H3O plus concentration, OH negative ion concentration. So it increases. You know, at 25 degrees Celsius, it is 10 raised power minus 40. But when we increase the temperature, its value increases. It may be 10 raised power minus 12. So in that case, pH comes out to be 6. But even at 90 degrees Celsius, now pH is less than 7. But it is neutral. pH is equal to POH. याद रखना ये टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हुआ, pH डिक्रीज हुआ, बट एट द सेम टाइम POH भी डिक्रीज होगा और H3O प्लस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन और OH नेगेटिव कॉन्सेंट्रेशन रिमेन्स सेम. दोनों सेम रहेंगे, दोनों की वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो जाएगी, इसलिए pH भी डिक्रीज हो जाएगा, POH भी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी. ठीक है. नाउ आयनिक प्रोडक्ट इज नॉट कांस्टेंट. आयनिक प्रोडक्ट इज ओनली कांस्टेंट एट कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर. व्हेन टेम्परेचर चेंजेस, आयनिक प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वाटर चेंजेस. याद रखना. तो इसकी pH क्या होगी? लेस देन 7 एट 90 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ये मिथ रिमूव कर देना आपसे कि pH जो है दैट इज ऑलवेज 7. कोई पूछे pH ऑफ वाटर तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? 7. क्यों? बिकॉज वी टेक इट एज स्टैंडर्ड. स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू इज 7, बट दैट इज स्टैंडर्ड इज एट 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस. यहां क्या था कि व्हाट इज pH ऑफ वाटर एट 90 डिग्री सेल्सियस? इट इज नॉट 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस. तो 90 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे pH लेस देन 7 होगी, बट इट इज इलेक्ट्रिकली न्यूट्रल. सॉरी, इट इज न्यूट्रल. इट इज नॉट एसिडिक, और वी कैन से, क्योंकि pH लेस देन 7 होती है तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? एसिडिक. बट कब बोलते हैं वो? एट 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस. अगर 90 डिग्री सेल्सियस है और pH लेस देन 7 है, तब भी वो न्यूट्रल ही होगा, वाटर न्यूट्रल ही होगा. ठीक है. गॉट इट. नेक्स्ट, pH ऑफ अ बफर सोल्यूशन मेड अप ऑफ concentration, equal concentration of weak acid and salt. So देखो, weak acid and salt makes acidic buffer, weak base and its salt make basic buffer. So याद रखना, acidic buffer की pH जो है that is less than 7, basic buffer की pH greater than 7. That's it. So that means pH less than 7. राइट. ओके, तो नोट कर लो. नेक्स्ट, सो दिस क्वेश्चन pH concept is given by, it is knowledge based question. It is simply, you know, it is Sorensen. Okay. Now, which one of the following will not function as a buffer solution? So I already told you there are three types of buffer: acidic buffer, basic buffer, and third one is mixed buffer. So acidic buffer means it is a mixture of weak acid and its salt. Basic buffer, weak base and its salt with strong acid. And mixed buffer means salt of weak acid and weak base. Right? So now come to this. Strong base and its salt. Strong base and salt of strong acid and strong base. It can never be function as buffer. First option is correct. So why other options are correct? Not correct? Just see. First is as ammonium acetate. You know, it is a mixed buffer in its own. It is a salt of weak base and weak acid. It is a salt of acetic acid and ammonium hydroxide. That's why it is a buffer. It's okay, it is with strong base, but it is itself is a salt of strong acid and strong base, sorry, weak acid and weak base, so it is a buffer. Next, boric acid is a weak acid and it is a salt, so again a buffer. Now see, they are both are salt. See, NaH2PO4 and Na2HPO4. So keep in mind here, you know, it has one less H plus. So in this case, it acts as acid and it acts as a salt. Both are acid salts actually. Both can act as acid. Both have H plus, but it has 2 H plus. It has 1 H plus. That means it is acting as a acid. So it is a mixture of weak acid and its salt. Got it? So it is also a buffer. That means the one which will not function as a buffer is only first. So A option is correct. So just note down. Okay, so next question is, which one of the following represents both a Bronsted-Lowry acid and base? So you know, Bronsted-Lowry acid is the one which can give H plus ions, and Bronsted-Lowry base is one which can accept H plus ion, right? So first one, PO43 negative, can accept H plus, but will not give H plus because it does not have, so it acts as Bronsted-Lowry base only. It can never act as an acid. Okay, but H2PO4 1 negative, it can accept H plus to give H3PO4, and at the same time H2PO4 negative can give H plus ion because it has H plus ion, so it can act as Bronsted-Lowry acid as well as base. What about this? It acts as Bronsted-Lowry acid only because it can give H plus ion but will not accept. Same in the case here. Got it? So option B is correct. Right? Now question number 9. Both are from GSAT 2003. pH of 10 raised per minus 6 normal NaOH aqueous solution. See, because OH negative is a strong base, so it dissociates completely. So OH negative concentration comes out to be this. Normal and molar same because its acidity is 1. Right? Okay. So now according to the equation, OH negative concentration is total. We should add water because very close values are there, right? So in this way we get 10 into 10 raised per minus 6, sorry, minus 7 plus 10 raised per minus 7, so it is 11 into 10 raised per minus 7. So POH comes out to be minus log of OH negative ion, that is minus log of 11 into 10 raised to minus 7, means minus log of 11 minus log of 10 raised per minus 7. So it is minus log 11 is 1.04 and minus plus 7. So it comes out to be, yes, 5.96, right? It comes out to be 5.96, and you know pH plus POH equal to 14. So pH equal to 14 minus POH. that is 14 minus 5.96. So it is 7 point, yes, it is 5.96. So value comes out to be, yes, I will calculate it. 1.7 minus 1.04, 5.96, and 14 minus 5.96. So it is 8.0. It is 8.04. Value comes out to be 8.04. So it is very close to 8. Got it? So this is the question number 9. Okay, so value is 8 around. pH is 8. Okay, so next question is, what is pH of a solution prepared by dissolving 0.1 mole of NaOH and 0.1 mole of ammonia in enough water to make a liter? 1 liter solution is there, 0.1 mole NaOH है, 0.1 mole ammonia है. But you know ammonia is very weak base, NaOH is strong base. That's why main contribution of OH negative ion is from NaOH only. That's why OH negative concentration is 0.1 mole per liter. In 1 liter, 0.1 mole of NaOH is there. Neglect contribution from ammonia, because when strong base is there, then weak base has no meaning. Okay, in this way it is just to confuse you. Okay, so from here POH comes out to be minus log of OH negative, that is minus log of 10 raised to minus 1, means POH is 1, and you know pH plus POH is equal to 14. That implies pH equal to 14 minus POH. So 14 minus 1 means it is 13. Got it? So option B is correct. Right? Now question number 11. As per question 11, we have to compare the relative strengths of these acids. So keep in mind, the relative strength is compared by taking degree of dissociation, ratio of degree of dissociation of weak acid 1 divided by degree of dissociation of weak acid 2, means alpha 1 over alpha 2. And you know, as per Ostwald dilution law, according to Ostwald dilution law, you know, Ka equal to C alpha square. That implies alpha is equal to square root of Ka over C. And if concentration is same, because when we compare the strengths, concentration remains same. So alpha 1 is equal to square root of K1 over C. Alpha 2 equal to square root of K2 over C. So alpha 1 to alpha 2 equal to square root of K1 by K2. C cancel. So in this way, it is K1 by K2 raised to power 1 by 2. So option C is correct. Relative strengths of these acid is given by ratio of K1 to K2 raised to power 1 by 2. Then just note down. Okay, so next, these are questions from GSET 2008. Which one of the following is an aprotic solvent? First, we come to the point, what is protic solvent? Protic solvents are those in which hydrogen is attached to either fluorine, oxygen or nitrogen. Means the solvents which have labile H plus ion, which have labile H plus ion. So you see ammonia, HF, water, they have hydrogen attached to nitrogen, fluorine, oxygen. But about chloroform, chloroform is, though it is polar, but it cannot donate H plus ion. So such solvents are called aprotic solvent. It is polar aprotic. These are polar protic solvents. And second is polar aprotic solvent. Okay, ये काम आते हैं when we are dealing with SN1 SN2 reaction. Polar aprotic solvent favors SN2 reaction. Okay, so option D is correct. Now 13th question. The pH of a solution is 2. pH is 2. So what is H plus ion concentration? 10 raised power minus 3, 10 raised power minus 2 molar. Its pH is to be changed to 4. Now it is changed into 4. So H plus ion concentration becomes 10 raised power minus 4. So that means to go from 10 raised power minus 2 to 10 raised power minus 4, we have to divide it by 1000, sorry, by 100. That means this solution has to be decreased by 100 times. Keep in mind. Okay, H plus ion concentration in the original solution, H plus ion concentration after dilution. Okay, now next is chemical equilibrium of a reversible reaction is not influenced by, you know, there is an effect of concentration, there is an effect of temperature, endothermic exothermic reactions. ठीक है, लीच-टैलियज प्रिंसिपल लगाना है आपको, सब आ जाएगा उसमें. उस प्रिंसिपल में इफेक्ट ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन भी आ जाएगा, इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर भी आ जाएगा, इफेक्ट ऑफ प्रेशर भी आ जाएगा. बट कैटलिस्ट क्या करता है? इट फास्टन द रेट ऑफ अटेनमेंट ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम, बट इट डज नॉट इन्फ्लुएंस equilibrium. That's why catalyst is the right option. Is chemical equilibrium of a reversible reaction is not influenced by catalyst. Okay, otherwise if we go through this principle, reactant to product, if we increase reactant, equilibrium shifts forward. If we increase product, equilibrium shifts backward. If reaction is exothermic, it is favored by decrease in temperature. If it is endothermic, it is favored by increase in temperature. Then increase in pressure favor that side where gaseous moles are less. Decrease in pressure favors that side where gaseous moles are more. Okay, so this is about GSET. 8 questions. Now just note down. Okay, so next question is GSET 2010, 15 and 16, 17, 18, 19 from GSET 2014. So first question means 15th question is ionic product of water at 90 degree Celsius is. So as you know, temperature is 90 degree Celsius, and you know ionic product of water is 10 raised power minus 14 when at 25 degrees Celsius. So Kw increases on increasing temperature. As it is 90 degrees Celsius, so ionic product of water should be greater than 10 raised power minus 14. That's it. Means C option is correct. Okay, now come to the next, conjugate acid of NH2 negative. So you know conjugate acid and base, they differ by one H plus ion. If you see in this equation, this is base because it accepts H plus ion. After accepting H plus ion, what is formed? That is conjugate acid of NH2 negative. That's it. So, and this NH2 negative and NH3 are conjugate acid base pair. So, ammonia is the right answer. Right? Okay. Very simple questions from equilibrium chapter. Now, question number 70. Which of the following mixture will act as buffer? Already we have discussed acidic buffer, basic buffer and yes, mixed buffer. Okay. So, you know, strong acid, its salt will not act as a buffer. So, this is not the right option. Then, next part. This is ammonium sulfate, ammonium chloride. These are the salts of weak base and strong acid. But mixed buffer is salt of weak acid and weak base. That means it is also not a buffer. Next, sodium carbonate NaHCO3. You know, it acts as weak acid and it's a salt. So this is the buffer solution. Got it? Otherwise both are salts, but this is acid salt and this is normal salt. Acid salt acts as acid here, and which acid? Weak acid, and it's a salt. Right? Because there is a difference in H plus ion. Got it? Okay. So next question is knowledge based. You can predict law of mass action was proposed by who proposed? Yes, tell me. It is Goldberg and Weng. Okay. Next, the compound which is not a Lewis acid. So what are Lewis acids? Lewis acid is one which can accept or gain electron, which has tendency to ability to accept electrons. So see BF3, it can accept because in the valence shell only 3 electrons are there and 3 are shared 6. So 2 electrons, it is deficient of 2 electrons, means any electron deficient compound can act as Lewis acid. AlCl3, again same electron deficient. Aluminium has 6 electrons. 2 more electrons are required to complete its octet. BaCl2, again electron deficient. Now SnCl4, though it has complete octet of electrons, but it has vacant d orbital. It can also accept electron. That means no option is correct. Okay, all are Lewis acids, but for the to select one out of the no one, then we can select D. But it's not right option as well. Might be this question is cancelled by the GSET committee, but if it is true, then only SnCl4 we can write. Okay, otherwise they are definitely, all of them are Lewis acids. But in this case octet is complete, so we can consider it. But because of vacant d orbital, it can accept electron here, so it is also a Lewis acid. Might be this question is cancelled by GSET, but GSET 2014 this question came. Okay, just note down. Okay, so next question is from GSET 2016. Which of the following species is the strongest Bronsted-Lowry base in water? So you know, strong acid has weak conjugate base and weak acid has strong conjugate base. So we have to calculate strongest conjugate base. So acid should be weakest. Now for NH2 negative, its conjugate acid is ammonia. For NH3, it is NH4 plus. For CO3 2 negative, it is HCO3 negative, and for F negative, it is HF. So you know they can give H plus ion very easily. So they are stronger acids than ammonia. Out of these, ammonia is weakest acid. So NH2 negative is strongest base. That's it. Simple. Okay. Next, in which of the following reaction conjugate pair? So there are two acid base pair. First pair is CH3 COH and CH3 CO negative. Second pair is H2O and HCO plus. These are the two pairs. So out of these, only D option is correct, because rest pairs are not given. Done. Of the following ions, one which is an ampholyte. Now actually this term is misleading here. Ampholyte means which has acidic and basic group both in the same. But here we consider it as the substance which is amphoteric, which can act as acid as well as base. So see, it can act as base only, it can act as base only, it can act as base only, but we have done it earlier. It can act as acid as well as base, because it can accept H plus, it can donate H plus. That's why it is ampholyte. Right? So just note down. Okay, so last part, H3BO3 is monobasic and strong Lewis acid, monobasic and weak Bronsted base, tribasic and weak Bronsted acid, or monobasic and weak Lewis acid. So keep in mind, H3BO3 will not give H plus ion, but it forces water to give H plus ion by accepting OH negative ion. So that means this is acid because it accepts OH negative ion. So it is actually Lewis acid. As it itself will not give H plus ion, so it is a weak Lewis acid. And only one H plus ion is, it accepts one OH negative ion, which in turn give one H plus ion. That's why it is a monobasic and weak Lewis acid. Keep in mind. Done? Okay. Last question. If X is solubility of the salt CaF2, then you know CaF2 gives Ca2 plus and 2F negative. So it becomes X, it is 2X. So solubility product is equal to concentration of Ca2 plus concentration of F negative raised to power 2. So it is X into 2X raised to power 2. Means it is 4X cube. Means option C is correct. So that's all about the questions of GSET asked in previous years. Okay. God bless you all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do like, subscribe and share my channel. Happy learning. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.